Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome right back to Ascension, to Unity, the true path of Ascension. My Pot's Mother's Bible channel, dedicated to truth, reality, and creating true change on the personal level and on the planetary level. I'm talking about the ascension of the soul, a beginning of a new reality for our world. Because with ascension and unity comes peace and knowledge. And I've been talking about how reality works. Now, this really, ascension, unity, this is really my priestly teachings. Those of you who find ascension are those of you on the path of ascension. And part of that path is to be the leaders of the new age, the ascended souls of mankind. And to ascend, we have to take control, not only of ourselves and our reality, but of the planet and of the matrix of the planet, which is what I've been talking about in this series in the last few episodes. I've been talking about how to enter the field of now, not observed wave, which is a quantum physics term, which is how the now operates. It's like you think something in the now, and it projects into the, the reality matrix, and it subtly shifts everything associated with it. And when you underlie that with truth, which is what my last episode was about, you energize the entire matrix, which is what I've been doing for the last few years. And it has projected into reality already. And I have used techniques of reality in order to bring this into fruition, which is thoughts, words, and deeds. I have created the reality of Zion by using the underlying truth of the matrix and allowing it to breathe. And it has been gaining momentum from the first days that I envisioned it as a thought form and worked towards freeing it of its bound projection of that we know of as religion. So in my last episode, I told you how I shifted Zion from the religion to the ancient alien theorists, freeing it of the encumbersome load of false beliefs, which is what religion is. And but it's not enough that I plant the seed of truth, that I shift this in my own matrix. I stopped believing in religion and I started believing in Zion because I found it to be true. And I gave it the means to become itself. And it's taking on life of its own, which is exactly what happens when you manipulate the quantum field like I have. And the priests of Zion are learning how to become these priests, these matrix walkers, if you will. And I'm not talking so much about the Matrix, the movie series, although you have to admit, what was the main impetus of the Matrix movies? Zion. So you see, I planted that seed a long time. Okay, that seed was planted at the foundations of the earth because Zion is true. That's why it came out. And then it was given form. It was shifted from the overlay of religions, where it was buried and given form in the shape of Zion, the projection of intent and will, of reality itself. This is the energy of reality. But it's not enough to have realized it myself. Because the energy that is given into the religions on a moment by moment basis by all those who believe overlays the reality of Zion by sheer force of numbers. Numbers matter. Quantum physics based on numbers. Music based on numbers. Science based on numbers. Numerology based on numbers. And we'll get into numerology. That is like an advanced form of mathematics. And mathematicians will eventually get to numerology when they pass that quantum field of non-belief that keeps them bound to the physical realm. And it is numbers that matter. Because as long as the numbers refute the overlaying reality that's already set in the matrix dominates everything. Money dominates everything. Politics dominates everything. Religion dominates everything. Because of the numbers of sheer believers. So in order to shift reality into a new phase, we have to undermine the belief system that exists in reality. And we do that by numbers. It's like people have been abandoning the religions for a while now because it has always been false. It's based on a false assumption projected upon the reality of the matrix. And that reality is that at the end of our age, Zion will become real. So everything in our matrix has been designed always to make Zion real. But it cannot become real unless there are enough numbers for it to break through the barrier of falsehood that surround it. We can shift it and free it to build something aside from this, but still, it is bound by this huge mountain. It's still bound to beliefs that are in just enormous numbers. So the more people that we get to believe in Zion, the underlying truth of the matrix, the more we build up this momentum and the false things lose weight in the balance. Because reality is a balance between what is true and what is believed. If more people believe something that is false, that falsehood is going to be superimposed upon reality. The less people believe in the falsehood, the more truth asserts itself. And once truth is asserted, it will balance out. And it will destroy that which is false, which was overlaid by that which was true. And then you have unity. My favorite word. So we have to create enough numbers to shift the balance of falsehood to truth, to equal out. Because all of those who are extreme in their beliefs, once the falseness is taken away and they can see the underlying truth, their extremism will go away. Because it's based on adhering to a false reality that they're clinging to in desperation. They have nothing to replace their false belief with. So that's where the numbers come in. If we give them enough numbers, enough people believing in Zion, to give them the sense of security that it's okay, that perhaps this could be true, then it's like all the falsehoods will fall away and they will be able to see the truth. And then there will be balance. And then everything can shift to peace from disunity. Unity creates peace. Disunity, falsehood, creates discord, chaos, dysfunction. That's why we are in this pivotal moment where all of those extremes are brought to the fore. Because already the underlying truth is making itself asserted. As I said in prior episodes, the truth is tenfold to what is false. A single truth can undermine every falsehood based on it. So if you base yourself on the truth, then there's nothing that can oppose you. Because all falsehood crumbles in the face of truth. And all those who cling to that falseness crumble in the face of that truth. Because truth asserts itself. It is real. There is nothing underlying it. There is nothing to oppose it. It is the foundation of all things. So all we have to do to make Zion real is to spread the word. Throw a party. Get the numbers going. So if we want to change our reality, we have to change the numbers. We have to take those truths that underlie all falsehoods and we have to bring them out. And we have to expose the falsehoods so that the extremism can assert itself, exhaust its energy, and go the way of all falsehoods, crumble into dust to be forgotten. So, to make reality real, to make your reality the way you want it, you have to put forth the effort to get the numbers generated, to build up enough energy to solidify itself into the matrix of reality, and therefore to become a thing. So let's make our unity the numbers that matter, the way forward. Because I stand alone and have no power over anybody. But if I stand united with truth, nothing can withstand me and mine. Truth underlies all things. So stand with me in truth. Let's generate the numbers that belief has overruled. Because numbers matter. If 51% believe, then it's real. If 49% believe, it's a thought that has no meaning. So we have to shift the balance of belief from falsehood to truth. And in so doing, create enough numbers to generate the energy to undermine the falsehood, which will create a better reality for everybody. As long as we stay separated individuals to our states, to our cities, to our individual stories, we lack unity, force of will, and the numbers necessary to overpower all falsehoods. So it's not enough to know the truth. It's not enough to project the truth. It's necessary for the majority of the beings in association with any given thing to rule. It is majority rule. If more people believe in Christianity, Christianity is going to be the dominating matrix of our reality. The more people who believe in money, the more money is going to be the dominating matrix of our reality. The more people believe in creating a new society based on unity, professionalism, and truth, the more those falsehoods will fall away. And our truth, it won't rise. It'll just dust itself off from all the falsehoods and become real. So help me make reality real. Our reality. My name is Zion. I love you way too much to ever say goodbye. So I'm going to say later now.